All right, let's get right to the action. We're going to go to Brandon Reyes. Bring out our shooters.
All right, let's begin the known pro shootdown. Here are the top 5 qualifiers. Number 5 qualifier, representing PSC from Paducah, Kentucky, Brady Hempen. Number 4 qualifier from Social Circle, Georgia, representing Elite, Curtis Broadnax. The number 3 qualifier from Phelps, New York, representing Hoyt, Louis Price. Number 2 qualifier, representing Mathews from Liberty, Utah, Kyle Douglas. And the number 1 qualifier from Montello, Wisconsin, representing Mathews, James Lutz.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
Okay, Nathan, so as we mentioned here, we see a lot of changing names, and Brady Hempen and Louis Price, this is their first shootdowns of this season. Not their first ever, but first time we're seeing them on the finals field in 2024.
Yeah, Brady has been close time and time again. And same with Louis, typically in this known pro division, there's only 2 or 4 points separating the top to the bottom as far as our leaders are. So this is a pretty good spread for these guys, which just goes to show you how difficult the course was this past weekend, but also how insanely good James and Kyle shot.
Absolutely. And this is known pro is one of those divisions in the ASA where there's probably 20 guys who could be out here on any given week.
Yeah, it's really wide open who can win this class. And we're getting to see some mainstays, though, recently because Jimmy Lutz has really figured out how to shoot 3D.
Yes, he has.
It's a good look at Curtis Broadnax. I don't know. That might be 14, but it might be just low as well. He smashed a bunch in the last ASA shoot down, as we just saw there in the recap of the last event.
Yep, Jimmy Lutz here. We are shooting at the Bo Doodle Panther, which we know is 46 yards, I believe it was.
12 ring for Jimmy.
I think my yardage sheet blew away. Surprise, surprise.
There's not a whole lot of wind, but there's enough here to do that.
Oh, here we go. 46-yard Panther. All right.
So Kyle, I believe, Turkey. I think Kyle hit the 14 there, so now they should be tied. 12 there for Louis.
12 for Louis Price.
On the turkey, that's given everyone a fit so far.
45-yard stand turkey.
Curtis shooting at the 14 we saw just a second ago there.
There's Curtis, big-time Broadnax. And the elevation mule deer. Here we go, Brady. 48-yard Wolverine. That's solid 10.
Yeah, it's a good start. Good start on that target. It's the longest one out there. You got to just get comfortable, move to the next one, and then start gunning because you got to pull them out at some point, right?
So, let's look at Brady shooting for his Dominator duo from PSE.
It's interesting to see the different setups from these guys. If you look at the weights on Brady's bow, he doesn't look like he's got a lot of weight on that bow. And for most of the known pro shooters, I'd say that's a light setup.
Yeah. Well, when we get to Kyle Douglas, we'll look at his bow. It's completely different. But here we got the split screen between Jimmy Lutz on the left, Kyle Douglas on the right. Jimmy shooting the Impala. Oh, we're going to cut away to Louis Price first.
Louis shooting a Hoyt.
There we go. There's our split. Kyle on the stand turkey on the right. And yeah, Kyle has a ton of weight on his bow.
Over 10 pounds. Total bow weight.
Oh, there's Jimmy.
Shortest target The Impala is our shortest target that we're going to shoot, and it's 35 yards. And so far, Kyle and Jimmy have said, I'm going to hit the 14.
Brady Hempen just took an 8 there. He's going to move him to 462. Jimmy Lutz got it.
Great shot. Back to the 8 on Brady. That's just so dark.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's giving these guys fits.
What did he shoot at? A 12. Okay.
That's on that turkey. That's fantastic.
Yep. Gives a 2-point edge temporarily to Jimmy Lutz, but it ain't over.
Nope.
As he would say.
We move over to the mule deer. It's a 10 just off of the 12. 42-yard mule deer, by the way. Ooh.
Big time. Oh, over.
Little high. Shooting for that upper 12. May have had a little bit of a bobble or something there that caused that.
All right, so Jimmy Lutz, you know, is our defending champ. He won the last one. He also, since then, has learned that he is qualified for the World Archery World Cup Finals. So he's going to be shooting that this fall. That's a totally different game. Outdoors, 50 meters. But
Plays it all.
Yeah,
Does it all.
He's our Reading champ this year. He just...
That's what you call a well-rounded
He
archer.
does it all.
You see Louis Price there. Shooting that. That's a Stratus, right?
That's the Stratus, yeah. This is Louis' second shoot down ever. He made it in the Classic last year, so kudos for him for getting bags.
Curtis shooting a thumb button. I think he's got that 14 right
In
there.
the right area.
Best I can tell.
Here's Kyle's on
Kyle.
that short mule deer. So
Also shooting a thumb trigger release.
I
that's
think
going
he's
to be
just off.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't like that one.
No, and it kind of looked a little odd, a little strange
Yeah.
too. The follow-through didn't look quite as clean as it usually looks. That was a picture of
14 for big time.
big time, yeah, with his verdict. Focused right there.
Yeah. Brady Hempen was on the shortest target, the Impala.
Ooh.
Wide left.
Yeah.
It's going to be an 8.
Yeah, when the nerves pick up just a little bit, it kind of changes things a little.
Yeah, here's Jimmy shooting this turkey that none of us can see.
We can't even see.
I have no idea.
That's a 12. Well, I said that. I spoke a little.
eyes there,
I spoke a
Nathan.
little too soon, but I'm pretty sure that is a 12.
You are correct. Hey, you ought to be an archer with eyes like that, Nathan.
You know, I should try. This looks fun. It does look fun. Kyle with an 8.
Yeah. Jimmy Lutz takes a 6-point lead.
Louis, he's got such a clean, smooth shot.
Yep.
He won Reading also, didn't he? Not this past year, but a couple years ago. I want to say he won Reading.
I know he shoots it a lot.
He either. Yeah, my memory's bad. I should also be in the senior division.
Well, I can promise you that the memory does get thin there, Nathan.
So there's somebody we typically see shooting in this top 5 class was Robert Householder, holding the umbrella for Brady Hempen. Good friends.
All right, so Jimmy Lutz just put the cone out front on the mule deer.
All he needs is I say all he needs is an upper 12 here. It's a 42-yard shot. Jimmy's obviously capable of hitting a 12 or 14 or anything. That's going to be a 10.
Yep. That's okay.
But it didn't hurt him.
And Kyle's on that longest, the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Longest, smallest target. Oh, he gave it at a hitch. Nope.
He went for it, too.
He did.
Wow. That's something. There's not much to hit down there.
Oh, man.
And then trying to aim at something you can't see, it's just, wow.
For Lewis Price, we have a solid
All right.
10 on the
Louis
Panther.
Price gets 10.
492.
492. So Louis Price, I believe, well, it's only his second one. I don't believe he's ever had a podium in the known pro division.
Let's see if he's gotten it there.
But that's with Kyle's 8 on that last target. I know we haven't got there scoring-wise yet, but that's going to tie them up. We saw 14 right there from...
Losing with 3 points, so Lewis in third place. Brady Hempen at 470
That
on the
was-
30.
Oh, that was Curtis that shot the 14 out here.
One up in the 12s that were shot by James and Kyle.
So that was Brady on the turkey, takes a 14.
That's impressive.
I don't think we've seen one
We
yet.
haven't.
10 for James. Moves him to 506 and 34 bonus rings. Let's see what Kyle's got.
So let's see as we update these scores. We got one more to go. It's going to be at 8 for Kyle.
There's going to be some shuffling here.
Let's move to the last target and let's see what we have on the leaderboard. James Lutz currently at
Talking about those weights right there was a good picture
Yep.
of those stabilizer weights on his bars. It takes a lot of bar just to hold up them weights.
Yes, it does.
And a lot of man to hold up them, to hold it all up.
There we go. There's our
It
leaderboard.
doesn't look like the three of them will be able to get within 10 points of James, but you
That's
never
a
know.
good
14
lead now. Jimmy's got to feel good about that.
Yeah, so Nathan, what Mike Tyrell was just pointing out here, that we need some movement here. Louis Price currently would not shoot the 6th and final arrow unless he makes something happen, because he's not within 10 points of Jimmy Lutz.
Watching Jimmy here, he's shooting the new Mathews title. I don't know if that's 36 or 38, but it's a
I'm not
Mathews.
sure which one he shoots.
It's a Mathews title regardless.
He is on the Wolverine. I'm going to guess he's just shooting center 10.
He hit the
And
upper.
he called the upper.
He did.
He
Got
did.
it.
Yes.
Jimmy shoots a thumb trigger, and he commands it. A lot of
he
these
does.
guys do. And it impresses the heck out of me that they can keep their mental game as sharp as what they do when they need these shots. But he's obviously proven so well.
There's Kyle Douglas, got that 14.
14 on the Black Panther. That is stupid impressive because you can't see it.
Yes.
Lewis Price.
So Louis Price needed to make something happen. He takes a 12.
504.
He's got one of the cleanest shots of all these guys I
Yeah.
watch out here. Really smooth.
Don't think that's going to be enough for
14
Louis.
in the turkey.
Well, we saw James, even though I haven't scored it, we saw him hit that 12. So he just matched that final, that last arrow. So
That's the 14 game right there for you.
Yep.
And for Brady Hempen, there's a 14 for him also.
good 14 by Brady.
Right.
Took him a little bit to get settled in, but when he did, he turned it on.
He got there. Yep.
12 for
He's
James
gonna
Lutz,
take that
losing
12.
518.
Okay.
Right now we have James at 518 and second
So.
is Kyle Douglas at 512, who will be shooting a 6th and final
Just
arrow.
listening to what Mike had to say there. Kind of gets quiet for a little bit every once in a while, but we are listening to what is going on
There it is.
as Mike Terrell announces what's happening. So
Yep. Brady Hempen's going to finish 5th, 498. Curtis Broadnax 4th, 503. Louis Price is going to finish 3rd. Congrats to him on a podium, 504. Our 6th and final arrow, last chance archery, last chance arrow is going to be between Jimmy Lutz and Kyle Douglas. 6 points separating. Kyle's shooting at a 14.
oh yeah,
Let's just
for sure.
get that out of there right now.
And I'm going to do some predicting here.
Go for it.
I'm going to say he hits it. His track
wouldn't be
record.
surprised.
His track record is really good. So when he hits the 14, that puts him at 526. So that means that all that Jimmy would have to do to win is hit a 10 ring.
And Nathan, it's impressive. So those are our top 2 guys, Jimmy Lutz, Kyle Douglas. You go back just a couple years, 4 years, I believe, maybe 5. neither of them were shooting this game.
No.
They weren't playing it because there wasn't a known pro class. So this wasn't their game. So they came in. Kyle Douglas is from Utah. They don't play ASA out there.
Nope.
Jimmy Lutz is from Wisconsin. Same thing.
Yeah.
They came down here. This is where the money is. They learned the game. I mean, they're the best in all the disciplines. And now, no surprise, here they are at the top of the game in known pro for ASA.
Yeah, and we talked about that a little bit before in the women's shoot-off, talking about how you have, for a lot of these archers, they have to be able to see it in order to hit it. But one of the things that these two guys right here do, both of them are command shooters.
Yeah.
So what that means is, yes, they have to settle their pin, what they're aiming at, as opposed to someone that's shooting a surprise shot where they have to just hold and wait. So you have to hold dead still. So these guys have a really great shooting skill set for 3D archery because they don't have to hold a long time on the spot. They just got to get the shot to go while the pin is there.
Right.
And going back to that weight that they have on their bows, that's another thing that is a huge advantage. If they can handle the physical weight of, and when I'm talking physical weight, I'm not talking about the draw weight, I'm talking about the mass weight of the bow with all the stabilizers on it. Getting steady, get the pin there, and just get the shot gone.
Yeah.
And it's a huge advantage, and they know how to do it now. Really, really good.
Yeah, you can see his stabilizers, front stabilizer is not moving. It's just hidden there, but we went for it.
Maybe just over. It's so close, I can't quite see.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Now look at that turkey. The sun has totally changed. And we can see the rings on.
Folks who shot earlier, they're saying, how come it wasn't like that before?
Yeah. They're aggravated, so mad.
I think he missed.
It does look a little high, but it's
Yeah.
rolled.
Look at that.
It's laid back.
Yeah, it is. All it has to do, Nathan, is touch that line, and as you mentioned, in this heat and humidity, the line will pull towards the arrow because the foam is soft.
And they're shooting the largest diameter shafts that they can shoot for this game.
27/64 diameter. That, I believe, is a triple X gold tip.
This is a tough call. These judges have.
He got it.
That is such a tough decision and such a tough call to have to make. But one good thing that these guys do is they're very consistent with the way they see things.
Yep.
And they do a good job of delegating how they call these arrows.
We have one angle at it from the camera. Scott Parrott's down there. He's looking above, below, left, right, all over. And I know his theory is he needs definitive evidence that it's out, otherwise it's in.
Yeah. It's kind of that it's in unless you can prove to me that it's out.
Exactly. Yes.
And I like the way he looks at that because it gives the benefit of the doubt to the shooters because we have so much change with these targets sometimes with the sun, just like we see that happening.
There he goes. All he needed was center 10. And I believe he called upper. I think he got it. Just for good measure.
Yeah, just make sure I win this thing solidly. No,
he got a 10. Okay. Good enough.
Yes,
that was all he needed.
That's all he needed. Well, I don't want to say that I can call archery prophecy, but that's what I said was going to happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. You called the 14. Good finish there for Kyle Douglas, taking second place. Jimmy Lutz, our champion, he's going to come around to the interview booth here. He is going to be back-to-back, which I believe for him is a first here at ASA. And there he is. He's got the headset on. Jimmy Lutz, back-to-back championships. How does that feel?
It feels great. Yeah, really good.
So that was not the easiest of finals there. You had to do what you had to do. What was your game plan as the race was going on?
Basically just take it easy. I feel like it's so easy to rush yourself out here. Had a game plan going into it. Just tried to make as little mistakes as possible. And, I shot a really good shoot down here.
Did you have an idea before you went out there? Did you look at each target and say, okay, I'm probably going to shoot it to 14 here, 12 here, or did you just play that by ear each? I say by ear. Did you play it by shot?
I played it by shot. For a shoot down, this was a pretty long range. So really anything can happen. And I mean, with the guys in our class, anything will happen because they're all just going to hit. So
one more quick question for you from me. How did the lighting change happen? Because we watched it go from dark to light as you guys were shooting. Did you notice any changes?
I honestly didn't notice anything. I was so jacked up out there.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Jimmy Lutz, 2024 Mathews Pro Am known pro champ. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We are going to be back here at Fort Massac. When we come back, the rangefinders go away. We're going unknown distance. Don't go anywhere.